Hello and welcome back to another episode of Overkill Trading. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at your guys' chart requests from the live chat and also over here inside of the Discord channel. We're taking these right here from the live request thread. If you guys have chart requests, just put them in right over here under the live request. We're just taking them here. We left off yesterday here at ASTS. So we're going to be starting here with Casper here with IMSR. Before we get into that, though, I wanted to go ahead and talk about Bitcoin right here so you guys can see that Bitcoin is sitting right underneath its moving average here. So the 4-year moving average is normally the moving average that we like to reference here on this channel. We are long-term swing traders here. We are not day trading, but you could see that Bitcoin came right back down here to around 59,000 where it bounced in February. So we've been saying the bottom's in since February. As of right now, it has still been the bottom. We put in a double bottom here, and we're still holding up very nicely. What we'd love to see here this week is a green dot. We do have the FOMC meeting coming up here in about 30 minutes. So we're going to watch live how the markets react to the FOMC meeting, which is the Fed meeting. We have a new Fed chair. Jerome Powell is no longer the head of the Federal Reserve. We have a new guy in there. I think his name's Kevin Walsh. And he's a pro-crypto guy. So he is very pro-crypto. And I think that's why they put him in there because, again, I truly believe the financial system's about to completely change. There's no way that we can keep going at this rate with the rate of inflation and everything that's been going on. So it's going to be really interesting to see what he says. So if you guys have chart requests, again, put them in the live chat. I'll be taking them from over in the Discord as well. Again, that 4-year moving average we like to reference here on our cheat sheet. It's the mean. So when we're buying assets here, our whole goal here at Overkill Trading is to do two things, folks. We want to buy great assets at great prices. Okay, how do we know we're getting a great price for something? We have to reference the average, the 4-year moving average. Okay, we look at things from a 4-year perspective, not a day-to-day perspective. Okay, in regards to the 4-year average right now, Bitcoin is sitting right on the 4-year average. Again, everyone was excited about Bitcoin up here, but that's what happens, right? Up here, and we talked about this yesterday, up here, when everyone's excited, it's really hard to sell, right? Because things are exciting, things are going up, people are having a good time, right? And down here, okay, when we're sitting at the place where we need to be buying, it's hard to buy because, again, everyone's bearish, everyone's, oh, we're going down till October, we're going to 40K, we're going to 30K. It doesn't matter. We don't sit here and try to make predictions. I literally don't do price predictions. People ask me, hey, what do you think this is going to hit? I don't know. There's no way to truly tell. Okay, all we do here is trade the signals. Our buying strategy is to buy when the blue wave is down here, given a green dot, and we want to sell when the wave is up here, given a red dot. That is our strategy. You can see these last sell signals on Bitcoin came back here in August. Okay, right up there between 120 and 130. Okay, you could have been selling this whole time, right? Everyone was excited. Everyone was having a good time. Okay, and now it's down here at 65 and people are calling for it to go down to 40K. If you buy it at 60, if you buy it at 40, does it really matter if it's going back up here to 150? If you believe Bitcoin's going to 150, it won't matter if you buy it here at 60 or 40. What will matter is if you were waiting for 40K to come and it never came, and then you missed out on a huge run. So time in the market is better than timing the market. Okay, we can kind of time the market. We can do a decent job of that by looking for these signals. That's just where we buy. If you want to buy Bitcoin, just wait for another green dot. That's what we'll be looking for. Again, buying, and we're going to buy again. And then when the wave comes back up here and gives us a red dot, when we're very far off of the moving average, when we're very far off of our mean, right, that 4-year moving, that's when we sell. Okay, planting, if we're farmers, right, a lot of Spartans were farmers. They were farmers, they were warriors. Okay, planting seeds down here, we're putting our seeds in the ground. Okay, when a farmer plants a seed, they don't dig it up every day and look at it and make sure that it's growing, right? They wait till harvesting season. Harvesting season is up here. We don't worry about it down here. As long as we're buying great assets, we should not be worried about the price of our asset going lower. Okay, because we should believe in our hearts that, hey, this thing's going higher over time. Okay, and this is a beautiful double bottom pattern. I told you guys, I think we're sitting in the middle of a bear trap right now on altcoins, on crypto. I think we're sitting right in the bear trap. I think this explosive move is going to come here into the end of the year. And again, a lot of people are going to miss the boat because they're going to wait for 40,000. I don't think 40,000 is coming. I'll be wrong, right? It could definitely come if 59,000 breaks. But as long as 59,000 holds, that's been the bottom since February. February, March, April, May, June. Almost 5 months, this has been acting as the bottom. So no one can argue that that's been the bottom for 5 months. Okay, will it break down here? I don't know. I literally can't tell you. Okay, what I will tell you is that when that green dot pops up here on the chart, we're going to get extremely bullish. What's going on, James? What's going on, Dieter? What's going on, Marlog? Mill is in the building tonight. We got an early stream today, folks. I got a wedding I got to go to, so my wife's making me go shopping to buy some new pants because I no longer fit into my wedding pants. I have put on a little bit of weight since I got married. I think that's kind of one of the effects of getting married. You grow a little bit down in that section. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so little early stream today. Again, I'll be taking requests here from the live chat and over here inside the Discord. Let's go ahead and start here where we left off. We left off yesterday. At ASTS. So we're starting here with ISMR, then we'll go to ETH, XRP, Ethereum. So let's go ahead and dig right in. And again, if you guys got chart requests, put them in the chat right now. ISMR, this looks like a newer play here. Energy company. This one looks good above 7. It does have a red dot, so you want to use a stop loss right there, probably at 650. Whenever we see the red dot here on the weekly, we need to use that stop loss at the previous low to protect our gains. 650 would be the stop loss here for this, but looks good. It's a pretty new company, so it's very new. As long as it holds 650, I like IMSR here. Next one from Martin's going to be Ethereum. We love Ethereum here as well, guys. Look where it's bouncing. Look where we bounced last year in 2025. Okay, look where we're bouncing now. We're literally bouncing right at the same spot. So we're buying Ethereum right now at like a 52-week low, the lowest price in a year. And again, all the retail wants to tell you to sell, 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 sell. The same people that were telling you to buy Ethereum up here at 5,000 are telling you to sell it down here at 1,700. Okay, we just listen to the data here, folks. We got our last buy signal right here at around 1,900. Yes, it's down a whole $100 from that time. And again, we're just looking for the green dot here. Okay, the green dot is our buy signal here on the weekly chart. And if you look at that cheat sheet that we pulled up over here, that cheat sheet right here, again, where are we in regards to the 4-year average right now? Okay, on Ethereum, where are we? We're down here. Okay, we're below the mean. We're below it. That means we're getting massive discounted prices. Okay, the average price over the last 4 years is $2,500. Okay, we're literally sitting at a 28% discount right now. So you're going to your favorite store, everything's 28% off, right? We're having a good time. Okay, I think Ethereum's a massive buy right now. I see one here in the chat here for HIMS. I wouldn't average up on HIMS. No, I would not average up. I'm just holding that one until I see a red dot on that. So waiting for the red dot or for us to get back up here in the red zone at around 60. I am not averaging up. If you wanted to average up, you should have averaged up right here in June, right? At the beginning of the month here, 2 weeks ago, that came right there at 25. That was your average up. I wouldn't average up now. Okay. Again, we only want to buy on these green dots here on the weekly. Okay. That one came at 14. We also had one at 25. It's sitting at 33 now. I don't see a reason to average up on this. I would just hold that one. I see one here for Trent. What's going on, brother? RDW. So that gave our sell signal last week at around 19 or 18. You also got a sell signal right here. The red dot in the red zone is where we look to sell. If you guys are new to the channel, I do have a free trading course over here under the trading course tab. So if you come over here, you go down to the onboarding section, okay? Trading course. It's a free trading course over there for you if you guys want to check that out. You could also download all my indicators right here under the trading indicator tab. But if you guys are new, I'd highly recommend checking out that trading course. One of our selling strategies is to sell a red dot in the red zone here on the daily chart. And that literally came right there on May 29th at $23. So you could have been out right there at 23. Right now it's down here under 15, right? That pulled back almost 30-40%. We got DOCS, DOCS. DOCS. This one has a green dot. So yeah, we'd be a buyer of this one here. It's sitting down here at a 3-year low, 2023. The 2023 low, up above 1950. This one looks good. Again, it's got a green dot, so we would be a buyer of DOCS here. Matic, Polygon. I think that's POL now. Here from the chat. Again, all-time low. This thing's at the lowest point it's ever been in history. And it was up here at 80 cents back in 2024. It's sitting at 7 cents. So if you believe in the ecosystem, if you believe in their platform, I mean, if you're asking me if it's a good time to buy, it's at the lowest price it's ever been. So if you believe in Polygon, I'd be a buyer of it down here. CRO, same thing. Okay, you got this signal right here at 6.5 cents. I know it's down 10% right now. But again, these are 1 to 6 month swing trades. We're not thinking about selling until this wave comes back up here. This thing's gotten absolutely annihilated here from 40 cents all the way down to 6 cents. And you can see this has been a pretty strong support level for CRO in the past. We just be waiting on the next signal to average down. This is something I would average down on, right? You got the green dot right here at around 6.5 cents. Now it's sitting at 6 cents. We'd be looking to average down on that green dot. I see one here for Josh for ZBCN in the chat. If you guys want to join the chat, there's a join button on the video. That'll get you access to the live chat feature here. ZBCN looks good above 0.0022. That actually is bouncing really nice here. A lot of these cryptos are having a pretty nice bounce today. Again, we got the FOMC meeting here in 15 minutes. 15 minutes that's going to be going on, and we will be live here for the reaction to what Kevin has to say. I like this one above this level. Again, we got our signal down here in March. That came right there at 0.002. It popped up to, that was a 100% move, up to 0.004. Now it's starting to kind of curl here. I like this one. I'd use a stop loss on it, though, right there at 0.002. I see one here for Marlog for Uni. I love Uni here. Uni's been performing very well this week. It does have the green dot signal. Again, this thing's sitting down here at like a 6-year low. Last time we were at these prices at $3 was all the way back here in 2020. I guess we hit the same prices right here in 2022 as well. But this has been a very strong support level for Uniswap here. And look at that green candle forming here on the monthly. That looks beautiful. Look how deep the wave is there on the monthly. Looking good. Okay, got green dots all over the place. We got one right here in February, right here in April, right here in June, all coming at this $3 level. Okay, all of those came at 3. These two came back here at around 5. Again, it's been a brutal dip here for all of crypto. So what we do is we just look to average down when the position goes the other way. And I'm targeting at least $8 on Uniswap here. $8 would put us back up here in the red zone. It's had a really nice move this week. I think this one has some continuation in it. I do have a position on Uniswap. No, good. Thanks for the reminder. We do have the XRP giveaway happening tomorrow, guys. So I'm giving away 1,000 XRP tomorrow. Make sure you guys come over here and click this link. That is going to be going on tomorrow. So you just come over here to the giveaways tab in the Discord. The Discord link is right there in the description. I think Nightbot just dropped the link. You just go to overkillinvestingclub.com. That will get you into the Discord channel, and you guys can enter to win that 1,000 XRP here tomorrow. That'll happen. That'll be happening tomorrow, June 18th at around 8 o'clock in the morning. Someone will be 1,000 XRP richer in the morning. Shout out to the Spartan Army, man. Love giving back to you guys. I'm going to start doing a lot more giveaways here on the channel, but just make sure you guys go over there. All you got to do is click this emoji to enter for that giveaway, and the winner will be announced in this thread tomorrow. What else do we got? I see one here for Beam for Albert. How you doing, brother? Mr. Beam. Again, another name that's sitting down here at the lowest point it's ever been. So if you guys are asking me if it's a good time to buy these assets, I don't know about a lot of these projects that you guys request. So I'm just here to look at the charts with you guys, tell you what I think. When something is sitting at an all-time low, at the lowest point in history, okay, I mean, there's no better time to buy. Like we talked about yesterday, like Amazon. If Amazon was sitting at its all-time low right now, would we be buying? Will we be buying Amazon down here at 7 cents? God. Can you believe that? Amazon was 7 cents back here in 97. That's just unbelievable. Okay, so again, if your asset is sitting at the lowest point it's ever been and you believe in it and you like the project, it's at the lowest point it's ever been. Technically, it's a good time to buy. What else we got? Let's go back here to live requests. We just did... I lost my spot again, didn't I? Oh, no, right here, XRP and XLM. So XRP, like I said, we're doing an XRP giveaway tomorrow. We're just looking for the green dot here on XRP. Okay, again, this one bottomed right here in February at 110. We pierced through that level, and then we're getting buyers stepping in here. I like XRP here. Again, if you reference our cheat sheet over here, guys. If you reference our cheat sheet over here, again, when we're down below the 4-year average for our strategy, we want to be looking to accumulate. Right? Everyone wanted to buy XRP up here at $3 when it was sitting 67% off of the moving average. 67% premium. Would you go to Costco tomorrow if they had a sign outside their door and said, hey, everything's 67% more expensive? No, you would turn around and you'd probably go to Walmart or something, right? We want to buy when we're into that moving average or below it. I love XRP down here at $1.20. Just looking for the signal. We got this last signal right here at $1.30. I know it's down 10 cents. right? People coming for my head. It's down 10 cents. It's okay, right? We just look to average down if it makes sense. I don't think it makes sense to average down if you're only down 10%. My general rule over here in the Discord, okay, you come over here, okay, look to average down if your position declines 20% or more. So if your position goes down 20% off of a signal and you get another signal, that's where I average down. If I'm only down like 5 or 6% from where I initially entered, it doesn't make sense. And I did buy XRP right there at about $1.30. So yeah, I'm down 9 cents from where I entered. So if it goes down to like 90 cents, that is where I would average down. But right here, down 9 cents, just no, I'm still holding my position, not worried about averaging down just yet. What do you guys think is going to happen for the FOMC meeting? You guys think it's going to be bullish? I don't think there's going to be much of a reaction, but again, just because I think something doesn't mean it's going to happen. I don't think any big changes. I'm hoping he comes out and talks about crypto or something and says, hey, we're going to a crypto-backed system, right? One can wish, one can hope, but we'll see what happens. That's going to be here in about 9 minutes. We'll be seeing that reaction to the markets here live. I see one here for Dieter for Cross in the chat. This is going to be probably a newer project, I'm guessing. You had your buying opportunity right down there at 6 cents. It's up around 40% from that time. I like this one as long as it holds on to 7. So it does have a red dot. So you want to use your stop loss at the previous low. The previous low would be right there at 8 cents. Stop loss at 8 cents. Again, anytime I see a red dot, I am setting a stop loss. Something I got stopped out on today is Snapchat. I've been holding this position for a long time. I don't know if you guys saw those glasses that they released. I don't know why they're releasing glasses. They're a social media company. They came out. They released these glasses that are just total. I'm just over the company. They're not doing what I thought they were going to do. I don't know why they don't just focus on being a social media company. But I did have a stop loss set here at $5 on it. I said if it breaks 5, I am going to sell. Now that I've sold, and now that I've been holding it for about a year, I mean, now it's probably going to go to $100. But you know what? I'm a disciplined trader. I don't like the direction their CEO's taking them in. I don't think they're a hardware company. I don't think anyone's going to spend $2,000 on a pair of glasses. And I don't know why they're focusing so much on that and not actually making a good app and working on monetizing the product that they already have. So, yeah, that was the biggest loser for me over the last year, guys. Snapchat. I started buying it right here at around 7. I averaged down right here around 4. I think I lost probably around 10 grand on the Snapchat trade. So, yeah, not too happy about that one. But hey, I am not 100% on my trades. I'm not a 100% trader. That's why I diversify into like 40 positions, because I believe I'm about an 80%. I believe I'm about 80% right. Okay, most of the time, 80%, 75 to 80%, somewhere in that range. So if 75 to 80% of these trades play out, it's not going to matter what the other 20% do, right? I'm already up. I'm up the same amount I've lost on Robinhood. So Robinhood's gains have outweighed the snap. That's why it's so important to be diversified, right? Because if something goes crazy, like Robinhood's probably going to go crazy here in the next couple of months. Look at this breakout, right? I'm going to make twice as much as I lost on Robinhood than I did lose on Snapchat. So diversification, in my opinion, is the name of the game. That's why I hold like 30 names at once. That way, if one name goes against me, right, it doesn't hurt me as bad. So you should never get into trading or investing thinking that you're just going to go up to the plate and bat 100%. Okay, that you will lose. You will lose sometimes. Okay, but if you have 8 winners and 2 losers, the 8 winners should outweigh your losses, if that makes sense. And again, our strategy is a swing trading strategy. This is a long-term swing. We are 6 months out on our investments. Okay, so when we buy a green dot, like we bought Robinhood right here at 70, okay, it's all the way up here to 110 now. Okay, this thing's just ripping now. So, and again, it has a lot of room to go. We don't want to sell until this wave gets back up here above that white line, which look how far we have to go. So I'm thinking Robinhood's probably going to be hitting $200 here by the end of the year. And again, that will outweigh all my losses from Snapchat. But yeah, Snapchat and DJT were my two worst trades over the last year. So again, I am not a 100% trader. I am not 100% accurate. I will be wrong sometimes. And anyone says that they're 100%, they're lying to you. Okay, because if I was a 100% trader, I'd probably just be sipping pina coladas on a beach or something. I'd be doing these live streams on a beach, just making billions, because I never miss. But again, I've made a couple bad investments. DJT DJT and Snapchat were my two biggest losers over the last year. I'm still holding DJT just because for some reason I have hope. But when I watched that interview over here, this interview right here with this guy, the CEO, he is a clown in my opinion. This is just it's a joke. It's almost like a joke. Those glasses, they're a joke. So yeah, it hit $5. I got stopped out at 5, right? We had the red dot show up last week. What do we do on a red dot? We set a stop loss. And if the stop loss hits, we're out. Then we look to enter again on the green dot, but I will not be buying Snapchat again. And now that I'm out, it's probably going to go to $50. So I hope you guys enjoy that, because those glasses are garbage, dude. They are the ugliest things I've ever seen. CRM, I got stopped out of this today too. So again, red dot came last week. Again, when we get the red dot, what do? We set a stop loss at the previous low. The previous low was right there. I had it at 160, and that pierced through it today. So I'm stopped out on Salesforce as well. Snapchat and CRM. CRM was a very small loss, though. We got in like right here around 170, so I think I lost like 5% or something like that on that, which is hardly anything. And yeah, I'm stopped out on CRM. So if you want to look to enter CRM again, I would just wait for a green dot, but that does not look good breaking down below that level right there at 160. He says, whatever, dude, you're married. That means we're no. Yeah, you're right, dude. Dude, my wife, she can like read my mind. It's really scary. But I love her. I love her to death. SHX. This one still looks good here above 0.003. Again, you got a bunch of signals down here. This one looks good. I'd be a buyer of this, guys. I'm very bullish on crypto, on altcoins. I've been bullish since February. Again, we haven't gone anywhere yet, but the majority of these names have held their February lows. Right, Ethereum is sitting at the February low right now. So it did pierce through it, but the buyers stepped right back in. So pretty much any crypto right now that's worth anything, right? If you believe in SHX, right, you should be using a stop loss right here at 0.0035. As long as that level holds, this thing looks fine. Looks good. I know BE is up, but do you think they have a ton of tailwinds? Let me look. Yeah, I just don't buy stuff up here. I mean, our opportunity to buy this was back here in May of last year at $16. So if you got in right there, you are currently up 1,700%. So I don't know about this company. I don't know what they do or what they are. But if I was trading it, I would definitely be using a stop loss right there at around 220, 225. Okay, that's just last week's low. Set a stop loss there. Again, I do trade fundamentals, but the majority of my trades come off of technicals, right? I want to buy great companies at great prices. Okay, great companies at great prices. Is BE a great company? We can go ahead and say yes. I don't know anything about it. Looks like an energy company, but is it at a great price? Trading 76% off of its 4-year moving average? I mean, for our strategy, no, that's a terrible price. Terrible price. So I'd be selling BE up here. Okay, and again, if it goes to $700, I don't care, right? Because I was in down here, right? I probably would have been selling right here at 85. Still, 16 to 85, guys, that's a freaking 500% move. Again, our goal is to be consistent, not lucky, okay? Luck is not a strategy. Hope is not a strategy. We just want to be consistent traders. We don't want to get up to the plate and swing for the fence every single time, okay? Because trades like this don't come around all that often, okay? This looks very good. It's been a very good trade. They don't even make $1 billion, and they're up 18,000% this year, or 1,800% this year. So I'd be taking profits on BE. I don't know about any tailwinds. I just don't follow the company that closely. Here's a KRUS, a sushi company. Oh my gosh. That looks good above 40. I love sushi. But up above 40, it looks good. It's got the green dot, so your stop loss would be right there at around 40. Okay, $40 on the stop loss if you want to play that. Looks decent. I see one here for Ether from Rusty. So this is just a play on Ethereum. So again, we're bottoming at a higher place than we bottomed last year. This was April of 2025. This was June of 2026. Okay, you can see right here, boom, that was your time to buy. $11 all the way up to 36. We're bouncing right in that same area. I like Ether and I like IBIT as long as they hold on to these support levels, okay? As long as IBIT can hold on to 33, excuse me. As long as IBIT can hold on to 33, I like it. We're just looking for the signal there on IBIT and Ether for confirmation of a bottom. Okay, and I think we're really close. I think we're going to get one in the next 1 to 3 weeks. It's going to be really interesting to see how crypto reacts to what Kevin has to say. We got that FOMC meeting in 1 minute. 1 minute. We're going to see these prices probably move pretty big here. So you're already seeing these prices move pretty crazy right now. So if you guys see anything, I'm not going to be watching it. So if you guys are listening to it or see something that's big, just let me know. Just call it out in the chat, and we could talk about it. I see one here for CELH in the chat. Celsius. This looks good. We've been talking about this for a couple weeks. Again, we've gotten 1, 2, 3 signals since May. Okay, all of those signals have came down here around $30. $30. This one came back here at 28. So again, that low right there at 27.50 looks to be the bottom. Okay, if it's not the bottom, what are we going to do? We're going to set a stop loss at $27, and if 27 breaks, we will sell it. But I really like CELH back here. We bought this one last year in 2025 down here at around this $25 level, somewhere in this area, and we ended up selling this one for a very large profit. So I actually really like CELH down here. It looks good, up above 27. Okay, you're seeing stuff kind of sell off now. You see all that just kind of turned to red. Volatility. Volatility is here. What else do we got? Rates will stay the same. Let me know. Let me know if he calls out, if he says he's going to raise. Let us know what he says here in the chat if you would. I am not currently paying attention. I'm sure we're going to get all the updates over here in the news channel. So yeah, nothing yet. Radium is still looking good down here at 50 cents. Again, it's gone nowhere in 5 months, right? This is when people get bored. This is when people get tired. This is when people quit and give up. Okay, stealth phase. This is where the smart money wants to, when things are just calm and quiet, this is where the smart money's loading up. They're not loading up when everyone's excited, having a good time, right? They're buying either down here when everyone's just not having a good time, or they're buying the sideways action. Okay, radium, again, it's just gone sideways here. So I have a position on radium. It's my play on the Solana ecosystem, and I'm just continuing to hold Ray. What else we got? I think the other request in the Discord was, I believe it was XLM. Let's go back here. Let's see here. If you guys got those requests, just put them over here in the chat under the live request thread here. Yeah, XLM is the next one here in the Discord. XLM looks good. Looks really good. Okay, we talked about this last week. As long as it held on to $18, it looked good. You see where it bounced? See how it bounced right on that orange line? Okay, it popped up above it, came back, retested it, and now it's starting to reverse. This looks very strong. This looks very strong above 18 cents. Very strong. Okay, target on this is up here between 36 and 40. Looking very good. Very strong looking altcoin right there. Very strong bounce. If you guys could just call out the ticker. I see one here from Slow Train for PNR stock. That one also has a green dot down here from a couple weeks ago. This looks good. This looks really good, Slow Train. Up above 69. That looks awesome. Okay, you got a signal right here at 83. It popped down here to 70. How big of a drop was that? About 19%. That's right in our ballpark for an average down. So if you bought here, trade goes the other way. What do? Do we panic and sell down here? No. We just add to our position. So your average cost went from 83, okay, buying down here at 70. Your average cost should be sitting somewhere between 77 right now. Because you buy, say you buy 100 shares here and 100 shares here, right? Now your average cost is 70. Now when it comes back up here, if it comes back and reclaims 110, you're taking profits and you're making more, right? Warren Buffett says you should be excited when it goes down because you get an opportunity to buy it lower. So I like this one. This looks good. Not sure what they do, but it looks good. DCA, hood or hold? I'm just holding my hood. I'm holding it. Look at that. That's a massive breakout there. I'm waiting for a red dot to sell my Robinhood. So that's a huge breakout. Yeah, we're not buying Robinhood up here. No, we're not buying. We're not adding to it. That's not smart. We bought this one down here at 70. We bought that one down here at 70. We're targeting up here between 130 and 150. Could even go higher. I'm literally waiting for a red dot on the weekly for Robinhood to sell that. I love that company. I think they're going places. It's going to be one of the biggest finance companies in the world. So huge breakout. I'm not chasing the pump. No, we're not buying this up 11% today. If it comes back down to like $90, I might add some, but I don't see that happening. I think this one's going up, and away from here. BA, that's Boeing. Boeing's got a green dot here, so if you're playing that, you just want to use the stop loss at 207. Not my favorite. Great time to buy was down here at 180 when we sold off. Okay, another good time to buy, decent time to buy was right here in April when we sold off to 190. I'd just be holding this one. It does have a green dot, so again, if you want to play it, make sure you use a stop loss at 207 to manage your risk there. I see one here for CRWV in the Discord, this core weave. That has a green dot this week, so again, you want to move your stop loss up to 90. Again, time to buy was down here at around 70. It's up nicely, but that one looked like it wants to break out. I like that one up above 90. What else we got? EOSE. EOSE, that one looks good above $6. Okay, again, red dot, what do? We set a stop loss, the previous low. Previous low's right there at 580. So we're setting a stop loss at either 570 or 580. I normally like to set it a little bit below where the actual price is. That way, right, the whales can't just push it down and shove it up. So 570 be my stop loss on EOS if you're still holding that one. SMR, this is a nuclear energy company, just hanging out down here around $9. The only thing I don't like about these nuclear energy companies is they don't make any money, right? This company made $550,000 or $565,000 last quarter. That's nothing. Look how much they're estimating. Look how much they're making. They're losing money. They're losing money. Okay, so that's why I just don't like the nuclear stuff. If you believe nuclear energy is going to be a thing in the future, right? Doesn't look like a bad time to buy, but yeah, I mean, we'd be buyers with a stop loss at 870 if we wanted to own this one. Another one from Slow Train for XYL. XYL stock here in the chat. Another good looking one here. Slow Train knows what to look for now. Slow Train, he's got the eyes now. He's got the eyes to see. Okay, this looks good here above 105. If you're going to buy this one, use a stop loss at 105. That looks good though. Nice sell-off. I see one here for FIG. This one I got stopped out on last week as well. My stop loss was like 20. It came down here to 18. Again, red dot. We're setting a stop loss. This one, I mean, if you want to use a stop loss now, you could use it down here at these lows at 1650. But ultimately, we'd just be waiting on our green dot to come back here on the chart. ZS. This is a cybersecurity company. Again, just waiting for the signal. The last signals you got, though, were right here in March and April. So that's something to pay attention to where the previous ones came. Okay, those came right here at around 130. So you're sitting at the same price you got it at back here in April. So that means, hey, this 114 level is the bottom. Okay, not is, but should be the bottom. If it breaks 114, you're stopped out. But ultimately, let's wait for that signal there on the chart to act. Because again, the green dot gives us confirmation. Right now, we can think this is going to bottom here at 114, but we won't know until we see that signal. And again, these last three signals came right here in this range between 120 and 140. So you're buying it at 125, right where these ones came back here in April. If I were to want to own ZS, I would be buying it down here. We already covered Ethereum, looks good. We already covered CELH. We already covered HIMS, DocuSign. That thing's selling off again. It got the red dot there last week. So I'd probably put a stop loss on this one at 42 if I was wanting to use a stop loss. The thing with DocuSign, I just think there's too much competition with what they offer now. Right back here in COVID, they were the greatest thing ever, right? Because again, everyone was doing the DocuSign. They were signing documents virtually because they couldn't go to the office because they thought they were going to die from some COVID virus. And again, now COVID's over and people are going back to the office to sign papers again. So I do believe people still use this, but there's just so much competition now. The bottom came right there at 40 off that signal. So up above 40, I think this looks decent. I'd probably be in here on the 4-hour, maybe looking, or a daily chart. Okay, looking for one of these signals. Any news on the FOMC yet, guys? You guys seeing anything cross? Any headlines? Anything like that? AMTM. AMTM is still sinking here. So again, waiting for the green dot to come back. The red dot invalidates the green dot. So I would just be waiting for another one to pop here. Another green dot to pop. Right now, that looks pretty ugly. Pay AI. Looks like a crypto. Got a fancy name. People probably love the fancy name. Pay AI. USDT. It's got a red dot, so you want to use a stop loss at about 4.5. I'd use a stop loss right there. Boom, 4.5, 0.0045. Plume. Plume's another one I have a position on. This is just a real world asset play. It hasn't gone anywhere since I bought it. It's just chop, 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 chop. I think I got in on this signal or this signal. I think I got in down here. I think I got in at a penny and a half, and it's down probably 20% from where I bought it. But again, this is a long-term play for me. Waiting for this wave, this blue wave, to come back up here and give me a a red dot. Okay, we're still in planting season. As long as the wave is below the zero line down here, we're down here in planting season. Okay, planting, planting, planting. Okay, looking for reasons to buy. We're buying, buying. Okay, gonna get another opportunity to buy here. EtherFi, and they just partnered with EtherFi. So very low market cap play, but they have some very interesting partnerships. Very interesting. I think they're like a $50 million market cap. They're very small. What else we got? LEU from Dieter in the chat. That one just needs a green dot. Looks like it's probably going to pop here in the next week or two. I would just watch 145 there. SPX. We covered this yesterday. Again, the SPY is very overdone to the upside. That doesn't mean it's got to go down, but I just use a stop loss right there at 7,200 if I was trading this. 7,200 on the stop loss for the SPX. That was last week's low. Okay, that's where I put my stop. What's up, Johnny? Fed keeping rates the same, 3.5 to 3.7%. Kevin Walsh News conference is starting soon. Thank you, Slow Train. So yeah, as expected, they're not going to cut rates. They're not going to raise rates. They're just keeping them where they are. Okay, I think that's what the market expected. So that's probably why we're not getting too much of a reaction. What's really going to be interesting is what he says. So that news conference coming up where he's going to be talking to us, that's going to be really interesting. Because again, he's the brand new Fed chair. They haven't had a new Fed chair in, I think, over a decade. I don't know how long Jerome Powell was the head of the Fed, but he is now gone, and there is a new guy in. So new guy might bring new policies. Realistically, I think it's controlled by a group of people. I don't think it really matters who's the head, but ultimately, it's going to be really interesting to see what he has to say here in that press conference. Thank you, Slow Train. Thank you, Johnny Lee. Too late to buy PGY. Well, we got our signal down here at 10, so it's up 50%, but it has yet to really break out. I like it as long as it holds 350. It looks like we got a signal right here at around 14, so I wouldn't say it's too late. I mean, we got quite a ways to go if you're looking for the wave to come back up there. Again, our signal came down here at 10, so you missed out on 50, 60% of the move. Just depends on how you feel about the company. It doesn't have a red dot yet, so I'd probably be in here on the 4-hour. Yeah, it's got a ways to go there on the 4-hour and also the daily. So just as long as it holds these lows here from May, like at $12 or even down here at like $9.50, I think it still looks good. Don't know what this company is, but it does have a green dot, so it is trending up. If you're going to buy it now, you could just use a tight stop, right? Use a stop at like $13.50. What else we got? Zillow? Zillow. God, real estate's just been awful. Real estate stocks have been getting cluttered. No one's buying real estate right now, guys. Not a lot of people buying real estate right now. It's nowhere near, like at 2020, it was all the hype. 2020 was the greatest year for real estate in history. All those low rates. I don't think real estate's going to pop until rates go down. Rates need to go down for real estate to pop again. Ultimately, Zillow, we just be looking for the signal. You got one back here at 40, and it's just continuing to drop. So again, if your name goes down 20% off of these signals, you just look to buy more of it. Okay, you should have that long-term conviction in Zillow. Man, this thing's just getting beat to a pulp. It's almost down to 2022 lows. 2022 lows were $26. So ultimately with Zillow, I'd probably look for the monthly alert. I'd probably look for the monthly if I wanted to average down. Press conference is at 2:30. Is that Pacific time or is that Eastern time, Slow Train? I'm thinking it's probably going to be Eastern. So in 15 minutes, he's going to have that conference. Coin got the daily dot not a long time ago. I saw, yeah. Coin got the gold dot here on the daily. That was back here right there at 57. It's up. I actually bought a gold dot today. I want some exposure to some Chinese stocks, and the gold dot came here on Alibaba today. So I actually took a position on this around 110. It's at like 109 right now, but the gold dot is another buy and hold strategy, another 6-month hold strategy here. So I did buy some BABA today. Again, the wave is way down here. We don't got the green dot yet on the weekly, but that daily golden dot we treat similarly to a weekly dot. So yeah, those golden dots are, again, 1 to 6 month swing trades. Every trade we take here, every signal is for 1 to 6 months out. Eastern time. Okay, so it's in 15 minutes. I see one here for Joel for Amex. That is American Express. I don't see that. What's the... Oh, it's AXP. You guys could just call out the ticker for me. That one's ripping. Doing very well. Okay, crossing over here on the weekly as well. We got our signal right here at around 300. It's up over 15%. I like it as long as it holds 300. We'd just be looking for a red dot to sell. Same thing for the SPY. We just used a stop loss at last week's low right there last week's low at 720. BRC, the Brady Corporation. That's a weird looking stock, man. It's got a red dot, so stop loss, I don't know, right there at 80. Not my favorite. Not my favorite looking chart there. KBR. Okay, this thing's getting smoked. So what we want to do is probably wait for a monthly. I mean, you're sitting at an 8-year average right now. Looks good above 29, but just disgusting, right? Just keeps going down. Just nasty downtrend. Failed to bounce at every spot. So yeah, if you're gonna buy this one here, I would use a stop loss at 33 bucks. PRGS stock from Dieter. That one had the signal back here at around 27, so it's up a little bit. I like it as long as it holds on to 27. Up above 27, I think it looks good. I don't know what these guys do either. They don't make a whole lot of money. I mean, that's a lot of money to us, but for a publicly traded company, 250 million is really not a lot for a quarter. So just make sure that one holds on to 27. What else we got over here? Ray LS. Looks like a newer crypto play. Again, very new coin. We're just waiting for the green dot on that one. EFOR. That one's gotten absolutely smoked as well. You got the signal right there at around 18. So it's sitting at 20. It's not too far off that. But as long as $18 holds, I think it looks good. Target on that would be up here between 45 and 53. Canton Network, that's CC. This is a very new coin as well. Again, no data on my indicator because it just came out. That's a tough one. That's too new of a project for me to really have an opinion on. Again, if I don't see anything on my indicator, I can't really tell you anything. But I would use a stop loss probably right there at 15 cents. WLD. That's WorldCoin. This has had a really nice move here. Yeah, so our last signal came at 25 cents. It's sitting at 66 cents. If you look at this, okay, see that white line? You see how that acts as resistance? Resistance. So I'd probably trim a little bit here, especially if we got in down here off at 25, right? You're up almost 200%. I'd probably be trimming a little bit here. It's still continuing to push up. Obviously, it can go higher, but you can see every time it's came into that white line, it's gotten rejected every single time since 2024. So that to me would be a signal to either trim some or take some profits. If you're trimming, you could just trim 25%, 50%, 75%. You don't have to, right? Resistance, that white line, that yearly moving average has been acting as resistance. So obviously it could break out and keep going, but it could also go the other way like it did last time. So I'd want to see this one hold on to 40 cents. If you got in at 20 cents, I'd definitely be taking some off here, right? We don't want to get greedy. Moonwell, again, all the way down here at all-time lows, we'd be a buyer of Moonwell here. Microsoft, MSFT. Microsoft's continuing to fall. Again, it's got a red dot, so we want to wait for that green dot to come back. The last green dot came right here at 370. So that was the bottom there at 350 back here in April. So we'd just be waiting for that signal to pop back here on the chart. We just want to see that green dot there. Slow Train's going to hit us with the first of the day. Good. We need it. We need it, brother. What else we got? FLY. Nice move, but again, red dot, we're selling. We're taking profits. Or using a stop loss right here at 29. I see one here for LDOS from Rusty. What's going on, brother? LDOS is continuing to sell off. Okay, just getting smoked. So I'd probably wait for a monthly on this one. Wait for a monthly alert on this one. Because again, you already entered on these weeklies. So the last weekly came at 120. It's continuing to fall. Not sure what these guys do, but they're trading at a discount, right? We're looking at the 4-year average. We're down 22% from the 4-year. Okay, the last time we got that far down was back here in 2023. We were trading at around a 15% discount, and then this thing turned the corner and went the other way. So I'd wait for a monthly on this one to confirm the bottom on LDOS, but that one's selling off pretty hard here. Here's one for Albert for HBAR. HBAR's still holding on to 7 cents. It's just gone nowhere in the last 5 months. So again, everybody wants this, right? But not a lot of people can sit through the sideways action. Again, that cheat sheet over there, okay, we just want to know where we're at. Okay, right now HBAR, in my opinion, is right here. Okay, right here in the stealth phase. So again, up above 7, I think it still looks really good. Verse of the day here from Slow Train. We got Ecclesiastes 3:1. There is a time for everything and a season for everything, or for every activity under the heavens. Again, there is a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens. Love that, man. Yeah, I love your reference on the planting season and harvesting season. Again, if we're looking at ourselves as farmers here, there is a season to buy and there is a season to sell, right? There is planting season and there is harvesting season. If you're a farmer, there's a season where you're very similar to farming, guys. We are planting seeds when prices are sitting at great prices, when it makes sense, right? In the right season, and we are harvesting, okay? In harvesting season. Planting season, harvesting season. If you bought HBAR back here in 2024, okay, back here at 4 cents, and it went up to 40 cents, you were probably really excited. That happened in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. 1,000%. Harvesting season, planting season. You love to see it. Thank you, Slow Train. Appreciate you, brother. I've been getting messages. I've been getting emails about our verse of the days. I love it, man. I love hearing your guys' stories, your guys' testimonies about how Jesus and God and how He's working in your life, man. I've shared my testimony multiple times here on online. You know, Jesus saved my life, dude, and there's nothing more to it. He's there in the hard times and the good times, the bear markets and the bull markets, okay? In life. Sometimes in life, we're in a bear market. Life's just going against you. You know, maybe you lose a job. Maybe you lose your wife, your spouse, right? Maybe you lose a loved one, right? Sometimes life is hard. It's not easy. And then there's times where life is just great and everything's lining up and boom, we're up and to the right? We're in harvesting season. It's just, it doesn't matter what season you're in life, though. Jesus is always there, man. He's always there watching over you. He sees you. He hears you. And he just wants to have a relationship with you. Praying for you guys. I pray for the Overkill Army every single day. The Spartan Army, man. I'm on my knees praying for you guys every morning. VeChain, this one's down here. Again, lowest it's ever been. It's got a monthly alert here. It's sitting at half a penny. Looking for that one to rebound as well. What else we got? WFG. Again, if a name is at an all-time low, guys, I got to tell you that it's cheap. I don't know if the project's going to last or be around forever, but I got to tell you that the project is cheap if it's sitting at the lowest price ever. Here's WFG. That one got our signal right here at 63. $65 is the stop loss. That one's probably getting pretty close to the red zone. So I'd probably look to sell this one on the next red dot of WFG. Red dot in the red zone is where we want to sell. The red zone right now is sitting at 75 to 80. We got a verse from Johnny, Galatians 6:9. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Dude, that's money, dude. That's money, dude. Perseverance. We persevere in the bad times and the good times. Okay, especially in the bad times, though. I love that, dude. That's a great verse. Great verse right there. Microsoft, again, we just covered this. It's got a red dot, so we just be waiting for that green one to pop back up here. Again, we got these signals down here at 350, so that's the level we're watching right here. We want that green dot to come back there on MSFT. What else we got? MRAM. Again, red dot up here. So again, we're setting a stop loss here at 21. We got this red dot in the red zone up here at 40, 43, and it pulled all the way back to 21. So you want to make sure this one holds on to 21. Okay, that's a very volatile asset right there. That signal came down there at $8. It went all the way up to 50. That's insane. That is wild. Meta. What's Facebook doing? I don't like Facebook here either. Too choppy. All right. I want to see a green dot on Facebook here. Again, this thing sold off really hard back here in 2022. That signal back there in 2022 was a beautiful buy signal at $100. Thing went all the way up to 800. That was an 800% trade in 3 years. 800%. Insane. Okay, but I just think it looks weak. I think it just looks weak. Microsoft and Meta, those big tech companies, they both just look weak. Okay, you guys know I'm long SOXS right now, meaning I'm bearish on semiconductors. That's pretty much the whole tech sector. So I just think everything's ran really hot. I think everything is ran really hot here. Okay, MU, AMD, I mean, you name it. These names are stupidly expensive right now. So my money's on these things coming back down. I'm not really buying those big tech names right now. Short NBIS. NBIS. Holy smokes. That thing just keeps breaking out. I don't know anything about this company, but it looks very strong here. I mean, it just broke out over a new all-time high. I wouldn't... I'd probably short... If I was wanting to short this, I'd probably short it on the next red daily. I'd wait for the next red daily dot and then short it. But again, if you're shorting these, it's very, very risky, right? Because again, this is a new company and it's just breaking out here. I'd rather short something like MU, right? Or Intel, right? Short something like these. Because again, a lot of them are sitting literally 80% off of their 4-year averages, 65% off of the average. Normally when that happens, when you get that far, we do have a pullback eventually. So that's a tough one because again, it's very bullish and it doesn't look like it's pausing, right? If you look at like Intel, see how choppy it is? This means that, hey, they're trying to get out, right? People are trying to take profits up here. It's very choppy. MU, kind of same story, but again, this thing's up off the bottom like almost 2,000% or something like that. Like 1,700% up in a year since April of last year when we got that signal. 1,700% if you're still holding. So I think a lot of these names have to cool down. I think there has to be and again, when I make a trade, guys, I'm looking out 6 months. So if I'm shorting MU here, I'm looking out in January, right? That's where my head's at. Okay, I'm not shorting for tomorrow's price or next week's price. I'm shorting for the price in 6 months. What else we got? GLW. Very expensive. Again, I'd be selling this one too. I'm a seller. Anytime we're in the red zone on the daily, I'm a profit taker. Right? We're traders here. We're not hoping that it just keeps going up forever. We're taking our profits. I would sell GLW here. We got CEG. This one looks like it's in a good zone here for an energy play. So again, it put in a double bottom right there around 240. Looking for the signal. If you want to buy this one here, use a stop loss at around 235. CRM, I think we covered this one already, but I got stopped out on this today. My stop loss was right there at 160. Boom, I got stopped out. Again, anytime I get a red dot, I got to set a stop loss to limit my risk, right? If I get stopped out and it goes lower, guess what? I could just buy back in at a lower price on the next signal. So I'm getting stopped out here and looking to buy it back lower. So green dot on that one. Again, I thought the bottom was in there for about 2 months. But as soon as that level broke there at 160, I was stopped out. That's where my stop loss was. I only set a stop loss when I get a red dot, guys. When I get a red dot on the weekly, I set the stop loss. I did the same thing with Snapchat, and I got stopped out on Snapchat today. Okay, got the red dot last week. Boom. Stop loss was right there at $5. It broke down below $5. Okay, getting stopped out is just part of the game. Not every trade's going to be a winning trade. That's why we use risk management. And that's why we diversify into more than one name. because again, if we got an 80% hit rate, if we are right 80% of the time, and we own, say we own 10 names and 8 of them win, 8 of them are profitable, and 2 of them lose. Okay, those 8 winners are going to outweigh the 2 losers. Okay, if you're using position sizing and stuff like that correctly. NBIS is up over 100%, an all-time high. It just looks very strong, and it's got a green dot here on the weekly. So where I would look to short is probably either a daily or a weekly. And again, this thing looks like it wants to keep climbing. It's sitting, yeah, it's sitting away 75% off that moving average. So I wouldn't short it. I'd rather short something like Intel. AVR. AVR's got a red dot, so this is something we would be shorting or selling here. Okay, taking profits on that red dot up here at 9. We're sellers of that name. VOW, VOW. Is that a crypto? Yeah, all-time lows. So we would be buying that if we believe in the project. Any name we want to own the long term, great assets at great prices. If we're buying a great asset at the lowest point ever, at the lowest price ever, right, we're doing it right. But again, if it's not a great asset, we don't want to buy it. If it's a meme coin or a penny stock or a fart coin, right, we don't want it, because again, we want to buy great assets at great prices. GoDaddy, I like GoDaddy a lot down here. I was actually looking to buy this one this week. I think it does have a monthly alert. Yeah, it does. And it's sitting down here at the 2023 lows. I think these guys pay a dividend too. Stock's been absolutely cratered here. They got good cash flow. Pretty big company. They sell domains and stuff for websites. So up above 70, I think GoDaddy looks good here. Okay, if you want to wait for the signal, go ahead. But the last one came right here. That one came around 80. So now it's sitting at 77. So we would wait for the green dot. If you want to follow the system, wait for the green dot. But it looks like last week put into the bottom there at 70 with that wick. What else we got? Any more chart requests here from the live chat? USDT dominance. I love that. Good request, dude. USDT dominance. This is the Tether dominance chart. So what this measures is the percentage of capital in the crypto market that is in Tether. Tether is a stable coin. So when this thing is going up, altcoins and crypto are going down. You could see this has gone up since September. Well, where was the top on Ethereum? In September. So Ethereum topped out and USDT.D bottomed. So when this goes up, altcoins and Bitcoin, everything's going down, right? So we know we're in a bear market in crypto when this thing's going up like this. So it does look like it's trying to crack here. I would love to see a red dot pop on this in the next couple of weeks. Again, when this tops out, okay, this is when altcoins are going to fly. So we want to see a red dot on this chart here in the next 1 to 3 weeks. ISRG. This looks good. Again, sitting down here into our moving average. Again, the last time we touched bounce again 100%? No. But we know that over the last 4 years, this is a fair price. Because again, if you're buying it at the average, you're getting a fair price here. Okay, so I'd be looking for a green dot here on ISRG. I think that looks good. PL, Planet Labs, red dot on the weekly. Okay, red dot in the red zone, 50 bucks. We're selling. We're taking profits. Okay, I'd be a seller of PL here. INJ. INJ looks good still. I sold this one at around 7. Up above 480 though, it still looks like it's in play, right? It does have the red dot. What do we do on a red dot? We set a stop loss at the previous low. Previous low came 2 weeks ago at 475. Okay, that was right here 2 weeks ago. And now we're just chopping here in the EMAs. We're still targeting up here at around 13 on INJ. Okay, as long as that holds 470, it looks good. ONDS. ONDS. I think the Fed conference has started, so it'll be interesting to see what Mr. Kevin Walsh says here. Up above 7, ONDS. I mean, it's got a red dot on the weekly. It's sitting way off of our average. So if you're playing this one, I would just use this low here from back here in March at 7. But just I don't like to buy stuff that's going like this, okay, especially up off the average. If it's down here and going like that, great. But if it's up here going sideways, just very boring. Great one to day trade, but Not a very good long right now. I'd like to buy it closer to the average, which sits at around 6. So looking for the green dot on that one there on NDS. We got SNBR. Sleep number. Really? Holy cow. What? What happened, dude? What happened to the Sleep Number company? $175 all the way down to 40 cents? What? Are they going bankrupt or something? Secure DIP financing for up to 200 to support. Oh, they're filing for bankruptcy. Oh my gosh. I mean, what the heck, dude? 22 cents? It did this before. It did this back in 09. Went to 20 cents all the way back up to $40. What the heck, man? Wow. I might have to chat GPT this one. I don't know what it means if they're filing for Chapter 11. Wow. I mean, look at it. Same thing happened back in 2011, right? They've sold off from 25 down here to 18 cents. Revenue around 319 million. Sales are down 20%. Net loss of 50 million. Yeah, it's better setup would finding the next SMBR. ChatGPT says a better setup would be finding the next SNBR before Chapter 11. Yeah, they're calling it like a lottery ticket, but geez, dude. I mean, yeah, it's going bankrupt. So, I mean, it did sell off back here back in 09. I don't know, man. That's a huge gamble, but I think they sell mattresses and stuff like that, if I'm not mistaken. But interesting call out there. I have never looked at that stock before. Oh, we got KTA here. Kita still just hanging around 15 cents, right? Dot's still green, so we're still bullish. ELF, safe to average up. I don't normally average up, guys. I don't normally average up on stuff. This signal came down here at 53. I don't normally want to buy my stuff higher. If you want to average up, just wait for like the daily. Wait for the daily dot at least. Okay, but again, that signal came right there at 53. We still like this name here above 48. What else we got? TTD. Another name I got stopped out on. Okay, got stopped out on this one at 20. Again, it's just continuing to fall. This thing just keeps going down. Okay, ugly, ugly, ugly. What I'm waiting for on TTD is to get up over these EMAs. Okay, until that happens, I'm not touching this again. Okay, I played the monthly alert here, right there at 20. I think I got stopped out at like 1950 or something. 1950 was the stop. It's sitting at 1850 now, continuing to fall. NOV, I think you're talking about NVO. Nova Disc, still like this one. That's green there on the monthly, green on the weekly. It looks good. Up above 40, this looks really good. God, Robinhood just keeps climbing, dude. It's hitting 110, up 13% today. Just moving. Just moving today. What else we got? BLSH. That one's right down there at its low of February. So you're buying this one at support. Just need the green dot. You just need the green dot on BLSH. CEVA. Ripping. Yeah, I'd take profits on this one. I'm out. Red dot in the red zone. We're taking profits. He says, thank me later. I would not touch that with any of my dollars or even my worst enemy's dollars. Your time to buy was down here. I would have thanked you later if you told me about it right here. But up here, I'm good. I'm good. We never buy assets up here. Never, never, never. We only buy assets down here. Okay. Time to buy this was at 18. We're taking profits now. WIF needs the green dot. Axel, AXL. This one had a nice move today earlier. Again, it's still just hanging out down here around 4 cents, not moving. Hasn't moved in a while. Looking for the signal on that one. I think that's right where I bought it. WGS. Got the green dot there. I like it above 48. I think we covered grass. Hype crypto. Boom. That one's just continuing to go. So stop loss has moved up to 55 again. You got your signal down here in January at $23. You're up over 200% on that trade if you're still holding it. And 55 would be our stop loss here. I'd be looking for a red dot here in the red zone. Okay, I'd be looking to take profits on that one. Slow Train says, speech is over, short and direct, taking questions now. Kevin Walsh speaking with strong, positive tone. Federal Reserve will work hard to stabilize prices. Inflation and cost of living is too high. Price stability, top priority. Love it. Good. Good. How about just say, send crypto to the moon? Just say that. All right. DXYZ. Destiny Tech 100. You got the red dot back up here at 65. This thing sold off pretty hard here. It's got a daily alert here if you want to play it. It has support down here at around in March, right around 23. So if you want to play that daily alert, feel free. But that's a pretty ugly sell-off over the last couple of weeks. If I was going to buy this here, right, you would want to use a stop loss at 23, but we do not have our signal. Yeah, this one's very volatile. PGY, we already covered PGY. CLOV. Ripping. Again, signal came right there at $1. It's sitting up here at $5. That was a huge trade. We'd be taking profits on it up here. Again, red dot in the red zone, we take our profits. Wow, that thing got smoked. Riot with a weekly green dot. Yeah, but it's way up here, right? We're way up off the average. So we want to buy the green dots down here. Okay, if you're going to play that one, you just want to use a tight stop at 23. Okay, for a breakout there on our Riot. It looks like it could potentially break out here, but again, our strategy tells us not to buy in the red zone, and it also tells us not to buy when the wave's up here, right? Buying opportunity for Riot was right there at 13. Can it keep going? Yes. But I would use a stop loss right there at 23. 23 was up above 23. It looks strong. Looks like the markets are taking his speech pretty well. I mean, we don't have any major sell-off. SOXS is down, which means, right, Intel and stuff is going up. Yeah, I mean, I don't see any major developments or anything, major moves. So that's good. Again, I kind of knew it was going to be a nothing burger. Their sleep number is 0. Yeah, sure looks like it, don't it? That's a good one, dude. Oracle. ORCL. Oracle got the red dot. Again, if you're in here on the daily, it's trying to bottom here at 175. Again, we bought this one down here at 135. I sold mine around 240. 175 is the support. So if you want to play, if you want to get back in on this and maybe play a move back up here to the red zone, watch for the daily alert there on Oracle. That's what I'd be watching for. Okay, if that daily alert comes and we pump, that green dot should come back like it did here and rip. Microsoft recovered, Meta recovered, NVDA. Again, this thing's just too far off the moving average. I know, greatest company in the world, awesome, right? 40% too expensive. Okay, time to buy was right here, like 170. Nice move up to 245. Just not the favorite. Not the favorite today. Up above 200, it looks okay. Okay, $200 would be our stop loss, though. I'm going to leave it there today, folks. I got some stuff I got to take care of today, so we went live a little early today. You guys can always put your chart requests in over here in the Discord. Okay, right over here in the Discord. Just drop your chart request. I'm just going to pin this. I'm going to go ahead and pin this message here. Boom. Okay, and just get your chart requests over here in the live request thread. We take these on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We also take them from the live chat. Obviously, if you guys are new to the channel, check out that trading course over here. It's completely free. If you guys like the indicators that we use, you guys can download all of those over here in the Discord. Make sure you guys check out the chart request feature. You guys can request any chart at any time over here in the Discord under the chart request thread here. So we actually have an AI chart puller here. So like if you wanted to look up a chart, all you got to do is type in /layout and then the ticker. So I could just type in ETH, right? And it's going to pull up that chart automatically for you over here. And you could also tell it what time frame you want it to use or what time frame you want it to look up. So like Ethereum, by default, it's going to look up the weekly chart. Okay, but if you want to look up like the daily, you just type in /layout and then type in ETH daily. Okay, or ETH 1 hour, ETH 4 hour, whatever you want to do. That way you guys don't have to wait for me to get on the live here to answer your chart request. This chart will absolutely pull it up. And if you look at that, if you go simple, we just want to buy these green dots down here below the white line. So right now Ethereum doesn't have a green dot yet, but it looks like it's probably going to come here in the next 1 to 3 weeks. So here's the daily chart now, so you guys can see all the Fibonacci tools, the EMAs, everything you need to see over here. Right in the chart request thread. So if you have chart requests, go ahead and put them here to be covered on the live streams in the live request thread, and then the chart request is where you can request any chart at any time over here. There's actually a video right here that tells you exactly how to use it, but I just went ahead and showed you guys how to use it. It's very simple. /layout, enter, and then whatever ticker you want to see. Tesla. Boom. That'll pull up Tesla's weekly chart there in the Discord. With that being said, guys, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you come over here to the giveaways tab and enter for that 1,000 XRP giveaway. That is happening tomorrow, okay, in 21 hours. Tomorrow at 8:19 a.m. All you got to do to enter is just click this emoji over here in the Discord. God bless you guys. We'll see you tomorrow.